Hey guys, Trace here for DNews. As you can see, I'm at the White House in Washington, D.C. We're here for the White House Science Fair. We're going to talk to kids from all over the country about how their science exhibits made it here, what inspired them to do science, and some of their first science experiments.
Some of the best moments that I've had as president have involved science and our annual science fair.
When I moved to the country in 2008, I didn't really know much about STEM or anything in that field. And my mom pushed me to try robotics, and I got really into building and working with robotics, and engineering really sparked my heart, and I started working on from there. And since then, I've been involved in several teams, and this felt like home for me.
So as New York City students, we often use the subway to go to school, and we often experience train delays. Upon researching the problem, we found that the accumulation of trash on the tracks has caused track fires that can cause these delays. Here you see a quarter scale of our solution, a semi-automatic vacuum that will be attached to a flatbed of a work train, and as it runs through the station, it's going to vacuum up the trash for us.
In 11th grade, I got really interested in engineering, tech, and building stuff, and I was really inspired by the first Tech Team 1.0, which Wendy was part of. They built this whole thing from scratch, which was I found it really cool. They showed it to us at school, presented it, and it was great. And then next year, once they told us there was an opportunity to join the team, I said I'm in right away.
So I'm here with Deepika. We actually talked to her in 2013, and she's back doing more science.
I remember making an electromagnet with my dad. I think that was probably one of the first science experiments that I did. I started doing science experiments pretty late though. I think that was in like 7th grade.
In 7th grade, I wasn't into science at all, but my parents brought me to this summer engineering camp, and they dropped me off there, and they made me stay for at least one day just to try it out. And I was the only girl in the whole group, so that was pretty tough. But after just a few minutes, I just loved it. I loved building robots and programming them, and my favorite part was winning the competition at the end with my group of all boys. So that was really, really fun to be able to do.
Most importantly, I've just been able to see the unbelievable ingenuity and passion and curiosity and brain power of America's next generation.
When I initially started doing science fairs, STEM wasn't really that big of a deal, but with President Obama initiating the White House Science Fair and all these science fairs that are international, it's really bringing STEM to a new level and really encouraging other kids to use STEM to solve global problems.
So I created several different iterations of an ocean energy probe prototype designed to bring electricity access to countries through ocean energy. Over 1/5 of our global population has no access to electricity. And I was first inspired by my pen pal Ruth, and she has no access to electricity, and she's living in energy poverty. So I wanted to find a solution to that problem. You can see those lights light up because of power transfers that are happening inside of the prototype.
Right, so this would be moved by the water, and then that will transfer it. And this is awesome.
Thank you.
This is so great.
So I've been working on the same project for the past 4 years and trying to find a sustainable, cost-effective, and eco-friendly way of purifying water. And I do that through a process called photocatalysis.
Yeah.
So that's a big word, but photo means from the sun, and a catalyst is something that speeds up a reaction.
Right.
So what photocatalysis is doing is speeding up this reaction in the presence of sunlight. And I create these reactive oxygen species that remove bacteria and organics from water.
Well, we built this spacecraft, the Loki LEGO launcher, and we sent it up to 78,000 feet. It's powered by a weather balloon.
Okay.
And when the air molecules inside expand because of the lack of pressure, the balloon pops and it slowly goes down because of our parachute.
Do you want to do more stuff with science?
Yeah, we're hoping to do another launch, maybe later this summer.
Okay.
And we're going to have a bigger balloon and a different tracking system
Okay.
that can track altitude and different things.
How high
on
do you
our
want to get
flight
this
plan.
time?
Well, our goal this time, I think, was 80 to 90,000 feet.
That's pretty good.
And there's nothing that makes me more hopeful about the future than seeing young people like the ones who are here, and they come from all over the country. They come in all shapes and sizes. All of you are showing the rest of us that it's never too early in life to make a difference.
Ultimately, what do you want to do you think? You want to build balloons for a living when you grow up?
I want to be a robotic engineer.
A robotic engineer, okay. Wow, that makes my ambition seem a lot lower, for sure. Today was crazy awesome. I can't believe I got to talk to so many smart kids. It was nice to see some of the people again and some new faces. Some of those people, when I was their age, I didn't even know what I was doing. I definitely wasn't here doing awesome science. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe so you get more DNews videos every day. Let us know down in the comments what your first science experiment was, because I think mine was pouring baking soda and vinegar into a cup in my parents' sink filled with green food coloring. My parents were not happy. Thanks for tuning in.